Greetings! This is Demonocalypse, and today we are looking at a game which I've been looking forward to, even though I've almost abandoned everything else they've done. The game is World of Warships. Yes, the third installment of the World of series from Wargaming.net. I've almost completely given up on World of Tanks. I pop in every month or so for a match. World of Warplanes, however, not so much. It just, the control scheme never really appealed to me. And I've never really been doing a lot of videos at all, even pre-recording and never releasing of them, simply because it's a mental condition. I'll say that, it's a mental condition. Okay, so, what do we have here? This is the Erie Cruiser from the American line. Obviously, it's the standard thing. You got garage slots, which I still think are one of the most terrible things about this game. Any of their games, really, simply because if you want to go back to research another line, you have to sell your ship, buy a new one, and then continue from there. Personally, I prefer War Thunder's way of doing it a lot more, as in keeping it in mothballs until you need it, and then just taking it out of mothballs. Very nice, very simple. Don't have to worry about it too much. Now, options menu. Always look at the options menu. That's where we start. That's not how we end, though. Right now, I am not playing in full screen mode, so you will notice there's a black bar at the top and bottom of the screen. That is mostly because the game does not have full screen windowed mode in. Still, they don't have it in. It runs fairly well. I usually get a consistent 50 or so frames a second, sometimes more, so it's not bad. Standard volume. Probably turn up music a little bit. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it just fine. Controls completely rebindable, as we know. Hard to port, hard to starboard. Oh. I've always been just using the hard to port and hard to starboard instead of the starboard and port. I don't think it matters. Rotate minimap. Collision avoidance system on. That's useful. Limit camera view angles on torpedo tubes. Honestly, I've just bought my first torpedo boat. I've only been in, I don't know, 60 or so matches, maybe? Something like that. I don't even remember. Okay. They've done this nice ranking system. Service record. Here we go. Summary. Okay. It, doesn't work. Anyway, it works on the website, so who cares if it works here or not. Eventually, they'll get over to this area eventually. Tech tree, they got the what looks to be the majority of the Japanese line, the American line. USR has 2 premium ships, and that's it. Stands to reason that they'll be introducing the USSR line next, followed probably by the German, UK. There's probably more navies out there, but as far as I know, the only 2 that were really, really big were probably the Japanese and USA. Germany didn't have that many boats. They mostly had U-boats, which I don't think they're not doing anything with submarines, if memory serves, in this game. So I don't know what they're going to do with that, or at least that's what I remember. It's been a while since I even looked at the game, unfortunately, or looked it up, and I just decided to check it one day, and I found out that I was in. And I think it's actually open beta right now. I have no clue. No one tells me anything. I don't get emails about anything either. That reminds me, I gotta turn that on. Okay, so, the Erie. First ship you get from the American line, and the Hashidate is the first ship you get from the Japanese line. Of the 2, I think the Erie is maybe the slightly better ship, simply because of the way the turrets work. It has 4 independent one-barrel turrets. The Hashidate has 2 dual-barrel turrets on the front, and one on the front, one on the back. Both have a selection of anti-aircraft guns, though the Erie does seem to have more. 7 anti-aircraft guns in all. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's like some Maxim machine guns sitting around as well that seem to be manned in some fashion. There is also, I think this is a secondary gun here, but I'm not absolutely certain about that. Let's see, the Erie. No, I think that may just be an AA gun mount, because it's not listed as a secondary weapons mount. Secondary cannons are ones that you do not control. They fire automatically. AA guns fire automatically, which I am very happy about. You don't have to worry about the bombers and the torpedo bombers, scout planes, and everything else. Pretty much it's automated, but you do have to worry if the torpedo bombers actually get a shot off, because they can wreck your shit really quick. Now, first torpedo boat I got my hands on is the Samson here. You can see the torpedo tubes here, slightly offset when compared to the other side, so that's probably going to affect how they end up shooting. But like I said, I just bought it. I don't know how it's going to act. Otherwise, it has 1 forward, 1 aft gun and 1 port, 1 starboard gun. I think with the upgrade, you will end up with 1 more AA gun mount, with 2 rather than 1. The 1 AA gun is right here. It looks to be a... I'm not sure. I think that's the Gatling gun. Anyways, the zoom-in feature is not very good right now, unfortunately. It's also got the torpedo tubes, fire control optimization, and so on. The Chester is, now, 1 forward gun, 1 aft, 2 port, 2 starboard, and then a sponson on both sides facing forward. So technically it's got maybe 3 forward guns. So it's a little bit odd in my opinion, but it's also not terrible. Though it is weird that the the pilot area or whatever it's called is actually completely exposed here. You actually see the driving wheel right there. That seems to be a theme among many of the first tier ships, besides I think the very first starter ones, is that they have the driver's area fairly exposed, unfortunately. Come on, turn. And the driver's area back here, pilot's area, whatever, on the Chikuma cruiser is right back here, exposed completely. So far, what I've seen is well, open water is open water, so I assume there's only going to be 1 open water map, and then a bunch of maps with small islands in them. So far, there's 2 battle modes, co-op and random. I've only really been playing on co-op, and I thought I was playing against people as far as I know. But it could be the co-op battle has not been implemented, so it just stuck me in random battle. I don't know, honestly. So I am going to just go with a co-op battle. I'm going to play 1 or 2 matches here. Not that many. Right now, I'm having a fair bit of fun with the game, but it does have its issues, unfortunately. And so do I right now. It's very humid, very hot. Well, it actually cooled down this week, so I'm very happy about that. Give me my mouse. Bunch of junk mail. Load. Yeah, I see now. These are AI just by the name. They got Buckmaster, Turpits. I highly doubt those are human players. Now, unfortunately, the one thing that has carried over from World of Tanks, which I absolutely fucking despise, is of course lemminging. Being lemmings. People love to lemming. And the match started, and I didn't hear anything. Weird. Either that or I was yammering over it. So, got a selection of cruising speeds in the corner, health for your vehicle. The Erie has 9,900 health. Believe me, it does not last that long. Most guns do well into the thousands of damage. And it looks like there's a battle cruiser over there. I am screwed! No, literally, those things do a ton of damage, unfortunately. So there's also an autopilot feature where if you press M, you can kind of tell your ship where to go. And it will do that. It will follow your route, and then you can just worry about shooting. The issue is right now I believe the range on my guns is something around 8 kilometers. And I got hit. It's for 700 damage. Ah! Ooh, so close. Okay, I'm going to slow down to a stop here and disable my autopilot so that I can catch this guy around the rock. Okay, so I got 2 hits on that. Ah, bugger. Only got 2 hits out of 4 shots on that, so that's not great. And I did a critical hit on him somehow. No. Torpedoes! Allied torpedoes. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stop here and wait for my rear turrets to reorient themselves back in the other direction. Looks like we're going to have someone coming up behind. Okay. Okay, let's just see. Come on, turn, turn, turn. Okay, I criticaled something on the ship. Generally, that will reduce the effectiveness of many things, and I'm going to die horribly. Unfortunately, I'm still not the best player at these kind of games. So let's check out the team. And like another thing, they still have not improved the death cam. I swear they had a better system at one point, but it's still, I don't know, it's crap. Because it goes down the line of allies to other alive rather than whoever's closest to you. So I have no idea who's just going to seek out next. So I'm on the far side of the map now, instantly. And then I'll go back to the other side of the map. Somehow. Yeah, and my team just happened to align themselves perfectly so that my complaint was completely invalidated. The guns do seem fairly good at the moment. Once in a while they seem kind of quiet, but certainly the bigger guns are quite loud, fortunately and unfortunately. It's that big boom you get from firing a gun that's really satisfying. It's really the best way to put it. Though I kind of wish these 2 guys had not stayed so far back. It looks like we may end up losing this if, well, looks like this guy's AFK, so that's fun. I'm dead. Yes, I know I'm dead. this battleship here, actually he's still a cruiser. He's still signified as a cruiser with that many. The amount of guns he has, I'd call that a battleship. I'm sorry. I mean, you got four batteries of 2 guns each, and then a bunch of deck guns as well, or secondary weapons as well. Though he's taking a lot of damage, unfortunately. This guy, again, labeled as a cruiser. I mean, look at all those guns. That's not a cruiser. At least I wouldn't call it a cruiser. But it does seem to have a fairly long reload time. Ooh, okay, 1 hit. It looks like we will end up losing this match, unfortunately. So, this has been a... I got enough time for another match, why not? I never stick around for the end of matches, it's boring. Well, I won't say it's boring, it's just not what I'd call exciting either. Okay, I'm going to take this thing out. I'm just going to review the controls real quick to see what's the difference with the, select torpedo spread 3, okay. Highlight target for allies. Track shell, torpedo, lock reticle, lock target. Huh. Odd. Okay, zoom in. Zoom back in. Yeah, it looks like you just fire them the same way you do cannons, which is weird. Either that or you select it first. Oh well. Well, let's see how it is. Like I said, I haven't used it yet. I've been killed quite a few times by torpedoes, but haven't used it yet. Okay. Ooh. Oh, man. We have some aircraft carriers in this match. Aircraft carriers are a pain in the ass. Mostly because you never see them. They're the artillery of this mode. You do have a bit more defense against them because you do have AA guns. But the Samson has 1 gun. Yeah, 1 gun. Which is fantastic, really. If you want to die... Okay, so that fires the main HE rounds right now. Pretty much everyone uses HE unless you have really high caliber weapons. And I am going at 26 knots right now. Yeah, I'm a speedy little bastard. I guess as a torpedo boat, you have to be. I kind of wish I could tell the rear turret to stay on aiming at one side or the other, because otherwise every time I switch around it'll just keep on flip-flopping between the two. Oh, scatter planes. Or no, those are torpedo bombers. And more torpedo bombers. Okay. Okay, and this is the torpedo spread system. Looks fairly standard. I mean, it's not that different from some other games I've checked out. Okay, then you just hit the 1 or 2 button to switch back to your primary weapon, or your, well, cannons. I'd just say cannons. That's the best way of putting it. Man, I am cruising 30 knots, almost 30 knots. I think I'm going a little bit too fast, actually. I wish those scout... Why is our carrier has gone off the map? Just gonna bleed some speed here. Some torpedo bombers. I have to keep track of the torpedo bombers because unfortunately They hurt, like I said, a lot. And I only have one gun. Any aircraft gun that can take care of them. Okay, there we go. Okay, I launched all those torpedoes off, and quite frankly, they're going to be reloading for the next 12 seconds or so. Ooh, close, 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 close. Okay, those torpedoes did absolutely nothing, quite frankly. I wasted the shot. Ooh, so close. Ay, caramba! I'm speedy little torpedo boat. Ah, fuck, fuck, fuck it. No, it didn't hit me. Yes, thank you. Ow, 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 ow. That's gonna be reloading for a while. Okay, I have no idea if that's gonna hit or not. And they have a good chance of hitting. Oh, yes!
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Okay, I don't think I think my draft is... I think it's draft. Is too deep in order to actually go through this area, so I'm going to go in reverse and pull out a little bit. Yes, I get it. Shut up. Okay. Okay. I'm going to see if I can draw in a bit closer to him and then get off a salvo of torpedoes, or at least that's the plan right now. That was close. No, he's dead. He's down. Okay. The guy's on the far side of that island. Bloody annoying. Okay, come on. Okay, I think the range on here is about 8.5. I can't remember off the top of my head. No, it's not good. It's not quite that far. Okay, let's try there. Firing. Okay, I got a hit. Okay, it looks good, looks good. 2 hits. Ooh. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Ooh, so close. Wait a second, what? Okay, something knocked out my torpedoes. I'm not exactly sure what it was.
Problem solved, sir. Main turret critically damaged.
Main turret critically damaged. Damn it, my engine's down. Ow! I damaged his magazine and I got blown the fuck up. Wonderful. Well, that was interesting. Torpedoes certainly do a lot of damage no matter what side you're on. So I got 37 hits, one critical hit, I guess. One below the waterline, 2 torpedo hits, 1 sunk, and 1 fire. God, you gotta hit. I just wasn't prepared for it. Got some torpedoes. They're just firing wildly into the air. They don't even plan on hitting anything. I think it's just a random number generator for damage for that dang thing. He's just sitting way back here. He probably ran out of planes. When this guy fires, if memory serves, they got the water effects mostly right. Dang it. Upon a ship firing, if the shockwave's big enough, it does affect the water. At least it usually does. So I am third on my team. Only person destroyed. What's the word? The aircraft carrier had 15 aircraft down, destroyed by it. Probably lost the majority of its aircraft as well. No, if they're the same model, I think. Langley. No, it's got the Langley and the Langley. So it had some. Our aircraft carrier had some planes left. So 1 sunk, 10 hits, 3 critical hits, 19 hits, 10 hits. Cut it to XP. Received. Auto repair 2,500. 9.5. Experience 12 times 1.5. I got 332 experience out of that. Not terrible. But hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully I continue to enjoy myself while playing this. And hopefully I can get back into enjoying other games as well. Because that's the one thing right now. It's just, I'm mostly playing games to forget about things. I'm not playing games to enjoy them. Which is a really sad realization when you come to it, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm going to get back on the high seas. If you like the video, please do indeed like. Comment as well. It's always a good idea to know what you guys are thinking. I am getting in the habit of being I'm getting into the habit of being as regular as I was. The Fallout series will continue until I'm finished with it, and then I may continue into Fallout 4, depending upon what the views were like on Fallout 3. Otherwise, I'll just play Fallout 4 for my own enjoyment. This has been Demonocalypse. I thank you for watching, and have a good day.